Hi guys, my name is Luca and I'm here to present my pitch to you. What I'm going to be creating, a documentary about dementia. Change the slide please. Okay. So dementia is a rising problem in the UK with approximately 50 million people who suffer from it. And scientists say that 152 million people by the year 2050 will have the disease. That's also the equivalent to 3 minutes. Someone every 3 minutes is diagnosed with dementia. Next slide please. So how will this work? How I plan on doing this is I plan to be doing a reflexive documentary, which is where me, the presenter, is aware of the camera, and I will be going to a lot of care homes, interviewing patients and nurses, talking about disease, trying to really understand it, because this journey is for me. Me as a person, I want to understand more about the disease, and you'll find out later. So for those of you who don't know, I did explain that. Next slide please, Lewis. So my inspiration, a lot of inspiration I've been looking at was Louis Theroux. I love his documentaries, all of them, not specifically his dementia ones, but this one here is his one, where he goes to one in, I'm not sure where, but somewhere in America, he goes to a care home, but these people they suffer from it really bad. And he basically goes there, talks to them, and finds out the disease to himself. And that's similar to what I want to be doing. I've been looking at a lot of his documentaries recently because I want to see how he tries to show it, and I want to be similar to him basically. Yeah, so, and another reason why I would like to create this documentary is because at the end of last year my granddad was diagnosed with dementia, so it was a really hard time for me, and I like to understand more about the disease myself for me, because I like to kind of dedicate it to my granddad. Although it's not a bad stage yet, I would like to, because I'm curious. Growing up you don't really, you hear about all these bad words, diseases, but you never expect it to happen to someone. Then when it does, it hits, yeah. And that's what intrigued me about it. It is sad, but I would like to know more about it because I don't know too much about it. So doing this will help me understand it a bit more, and hopefully come to terms and I'll be able to help him a bit more. Next slide, please, Lewis. All right. So where's my budget? I don't plan to be spending any money because everything I'm recording is going to be used for favors from friends, e.g. Lewis, and he's going to be getting me access to a care home, which is, I'm very thankful for that, by the way. I would like to, if I was spending any money, it's just going to be on travel. My travel expenses, which is not a lot. I have it oyster. Everything's going to be in London, so it's not going to be too expensive. Money isn't a big problem, and I would like to keep it that way. And all the equipment I will be borrowing is from college, so instead of me going out, buying more equipment, it would be better if I get it for free here. Next one, please. For anyone who wants to know, this is the equipment I'll be using, the Canon 500D. I think I can get that from photography. I'm not sure if it's the exact same one, but that's the one I would like to be using. And also a clip microphone. So a clip microphone will be on me when talking, because I want the audience to hear me clearly of what I'm talking about and what I'm saying. Yes. And next slide, please. Before I thank you, I would like to go over everything I have missed, because I know I have missed something. My target audience is going to be a mass audience, because I would like this document to be for everyone. I don't think documentaries really have age, specifically some of the age. If you're interested in it, you're interested in it. You don't have to be a certain age to like it, really. Also, yes, that is it. Does anyone have any questions?
Wonderful.
Okay. First, I would like to start with Sanj.
Are you going to be talking about like Alzheimer's as well, or like just dementia?
I will briefly talk about Alzheimer's because Alzheimer's and dementia do link in some way, but the documentary is mainly going to be about dementia. Matt?
Will you be interviewing anyone?
Yes, I will be interviewing people. Although I don't know what the questions are, I would like to interview nurses and patients and also members of the family who have relatives who have dementia. Lewis?
How will you be recording?
That's a very handsome question. I wanted to have a cameraman, but then I spoke to some teachers and said it's FMP, so you're not meant to really have people holding the camera for you and stuff. So I think I will be holding the camera myself. Maybe I'll go around with one of them long extending things. I forgot what they're called. Selfie sticks things. One of them. I might use one of them because I did want a cameraman, because majority of documentaries do you see had cameramen, but this is my project, so I need to be doing it all myself. James?
You'll be focusing on one care home in particular?
One care home. I've got 3 care homes in particular. The one my granddad's at, Ravensbourne, which is one in Hornchurch, I believe, and there's one down the road where Presley said his sister works, and he said he can give an interview there. Is that all the questions? Oh, Lucy? Oh, yeah. really want to get into it. You know, I want to.
There's one that definitely gets you in for like volunteers and stuff as well.
I plan on spending a day in a care home just so I can, in the dementia ward, so I can get a feel of what it's like for the nurses, because it is really hard, especially for, I know how old people are. It's very hard. So I would like, yeah. So I really like to do that. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Faye,
Faye, thank
I said this to James, but you might want to have a look at the website called Mind, because they not only give you information about like diseases and stuff, they also give you like a guide on how you can help people with said like problem, and like it's like sort of like how you can assist them.
Yeah, that's
So
good,
that
because I
might
don't
be
want to do anything. I don't want to go there and make a fool of myself and do something
Yeah.
stupid in front of dementia patients. I like to, yeah, and also I'd be very, I'm going to be very unbiased. It's going to be mutual, you know. I don't want to go in and saying that. I just don't want to. I don't want to be rude. So you know, when you're talking to people with illnesses like that, there's certain stuff you can't say. So I need to research into stuff. Like I remember in one of the documentaries I watched, Louis, I think he was talking about a dementia patient in front of the person acting like she wasn't there, which you're not meant to do. So I need to look at this stuff beforehand so I don't make that mistake when I'm recording. James?
Do you think we could? Are you going to try and get anything from your granddad at all? Or?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm thinking about spending a day with my granddad and see what he goes through. Although he's not at a bad stage, he's got this. It's vascular dementia, I believe it's called. So it's you know, you get a range of different dementias. So he's got vascular. So his condition is like he'll remember stuff from years ago, but he can't remember what he had for breakfast or stuff, you know, recently. So you know, that's all right. Yeah. So I would like to be spending a day with him and see how he goes. Is that it?